Hi, Chris Mc Loone here with Fire Apparatus and Emergency Equipment. Today I am at Fouts Bros. I'm with Scott Edens. He is the president and CEO of Fouts Bros. A lot of people, when they think of Fouts, immediately start to think of tankers, and they immediately think of a smaller company that was originally founded in Smyrna, Georgia. But that has all changed. Right now I'm standing in a facility that they moved into in 2019. Originally founded in 1952 in Smyrna, Georgia, they just enjoyed a 70th anniversary last year in this 677,000 square foot facility with almost 200,000 square feet dedicated specifically to the fire side of the business. The product line has expanded, the business has expanded, and so Scott, we talk a lot about investment in the company, reinvesting in the company, reinvesting in the people, the facilities, the equipment. Talk about how this we're 3 years into it now, 4 years into it now. Talk about how this investment has impacted the company as a whole.
Well, it's been a huge investment, but also a huge return for us, as we grew up as car and truck dealers, and that's how we entered into the fire apparatus business in 1990. But our facilities were always car dealerships, and so we would repurpose body shops and service centers. And so this is actually our first true manufacturing facility. So as you said, we have 92 acres, 677,000 square feet. We've built 6 production lines, assembly lines here just for our fire apparatus business. So it's been a great windfall for our customers. It's been great for our associates. It was a pretty aggressive move outside of the Atlanta metro area, and so we have had to move a lot of families who are dedicated to our business, but we also have hired over 400 new associates here at this location. So it's been a great move. We could have done without COVID, so a little bit of a stall in 2020 and 2021, but the timing couldn't have been better to put this new facility in Milledgeville.
Okay, well, today what we're going to take a look at the facility, we're going to take a look at these expanded product lines, and just in general, learn a lot more about Fouts Brothers. Okay, well, we're back in the production facility now. This is one of 6 production lines for Fouts Brothers that's dedicated specifically to the fire side of the business. This is where the fire trucks are built. So Scott, take me through the production process. Where does the fire apparatus begin at Fouts, and how does it go down the line? Well,
we're actually at the beginning of the production line right now. So this is what we call our electrical prep, and we will be working through this line for the next 4 weeks. So the trucks move once a week, and we have 4 different stations. Now, our team would say this is not the start of the process. This is the start of the assembly. So they've been working for 6 months to get prepared for today. But we'll walk you through right now. This is electrical prep. So we are a commercial truck manufacturer. So these trucks are not built here. They're built at the major manufacturers across the country. They are shipped in, and then our team has to get those ready to be a fire apparatus. So you can see that we are breaking down a lot of the electrical components and rebuilding the interior with consoles, the exterior with all of our wiring harnesses, and really getting this truck prep for the assembly process that's coming up with what we would call our big 4, the chassis, the pump, the body, and the tank.
So the chassis has been prepped in stage 1. It's ready to move. It moves down the line to stage 2. What happens at stage 2?
Well, in stage 2, we call it our fabrication prep. So the first thing we would have done is taken our prefabricated subframe and had that installed. So you can see that subframe has already been placed in the center here. And then during this week, these guys are actually building all the toolboxes and side packs and getting prepped for the next stage, which is the installation of the tank. So the very final operation for these guys on a Friday afternoon would be putting in the pump here, and you can see that the pump is already installed and ready to push forward and get the tank installed at the next stage.
All right, so we've been through stages 1 and 2. Now we're at stage 3. We're watching a tank being installed here. That's specific to this rig. What happens in stage 3 with any rig that comes through?
Yeah, I mean, we got some perfect timing here, right? So these guys are doing exactly the main function here in stage 3. They're installing the bodies or the tanks, and these guys will have this set and completely installed by the end of the day.
All right, well now we're starting to look like a fire truck. So Scott, talk to me about stage 4. Where are we at in the whole process now?
Well, in stage 4, we have all of our big 4 components together. So we have our chassis, our body, our pump, and our tank. So these gentlemen today are putting in kind of the final electrical components, and it looks like a fire truck, and at the end of the day tomorrow it'll function like a fire truck. So once these guys have completed this on Friday, it will then go to what we call stage 5, which will be the testing for a week, and then we will have another week for our delivery process. So the customers will come in and do their inspections. So we're in week 4 of a 6-week process, and but after week 4 we actually could take this out and fight a fire if we wanted to. So.
All right, so like you said, at stage 4, that truck is pretty much ready to go. It could be driven. It is a fire truck. It's ready to fight fire. But there is still one more stage here that it goes through, the 5th stage. Talk about what happens at the 5th stage.
Well, really two or three different items that we have to get through this function here. One is we have to get this in through the pump test, so that's immediate. As soon as it comes off the stage 4, it rolls outside, and we do a lot of pump testing for our clients to make sure. Once the pump test has been completed, we bring it back inside, and we make sure we go through the entire truck to make sure that it meets spec for our clients. And then third, we do a little bit of installation here. We do some of the chevron and some of the installation of cabinetry. But mainly our customers are coming in every single day to do the inspection. So that's the fun part, right? The customers come in on a daily basis. It's nothing better to be see a fire chief proud of his fire truck and drive it off to his hometown.
So you have customers coming in at least once a week. What does that equal in trucks?
Well, we're producing 4 to 6 a week at this time. So I mean, there is a fire chief on ground every single day, and doing inspection and testing. So that's what this area is designed for. You can see right now we've got about a dozen trucks that are waiting for the inspection process to be completed and get these things out in the field.
All right. Okay, so this truck is prepped and ready to go. We're still at stage 5, but this is ready to leave the factory. Now, what you might notice about this truck, and what I certainly noticed when we got over here, was that it's on a custom cab and chassis. Fouts has traditionally built on commercial cabs and chassis. So
correct.
Is that an expansion for the Milledgeville facility? Talk about what's happening here.
Yeah, not only for Milledgeville, but also for Spartan Motors. So yes, this is a product that we did not build at our other facility in Smyrna. And this is a partnership with Spartan Motors. This is their new FC94. We have creatively changed it to FB for Fouts Brothers 94. And this is a brand new product. And even though it is a custom cab, this is the kind of the commercial version for Spartan, and it's been a great success for our clients who are looking for an entry-level custom cab. Okay. And so very simple assembly process. It fits into our model. We're still be able to run this down our normal assembly lines and hit the same number of hours, and give our customers a really great value that has more seating and more versatility than what you would see with some of the standard commercial product.
Well, as we've talked about, buying a fire truck or fire apparatus from Fouts Brothers isn't the same process that many people go through. Fouts Brothers is providing specific models, specific products that the fire service will purchase. Now, as we come around, and this is an example of one of them, as we come around on it, I'm looking at this wondering, is it a pumper? Is it a mini pumper? Is it a rescue truck? You've pretty much come up with your own segment here. And talk a little bit about the research that went into it and how you listen to the customers for this.
Well, first of all, it's a Fouts 4. Okay. And 4 is an acronym. First Out Utility Rescue. And it's a really good point, is that we did not come into this just looking for pumping capabilities or looking for storage capabilities or how many personnel we can. We said, how are we going to design and assemble the best utility vehicle for the fire service? And this has been one of our fastest growing products over the last 3 years. And one of the things that the customers are very surprised about is that this has a 1500 GPM pump, right? And so it's only in a 24-inch pump panel, which gives us enough space to get a full 9-foot body here. And then one of the other things that we've done is we've put in the SCBA seats in the rear compartment of the cab so that we can put 3 sets of air packs, so that it creates more space for the customers to be able to put in all of the auto and medical packs that they need when they arrive. So the truck is designed to be long so that it helps in traffic incidences, but it also has enough power here with 1,500 GPM to be the first on the scene. So we think it's the best first out utility rescue in the market, and that's why we called it the Fouts 4.
Well, Scott, it's obvious looking at this facility that we are a long way from the days in Smyrna. Major expansions along the way, new product lines have come into fruition, but this is really what you've been known for since you got into the business, tankers. And so thinking about that, I mean, there's got to be a ton of Fouts Brothers tankers out there on the road today.
Today there's over 2,000 tankers that we've built for Fouts Brothers out on the road, servicing clients all across the country and in about 12 countries. So we're very proud of this product, and we're very proud of the current product expansion that we're in to give our clients hopefully the best portfolio for commercial vehicles in the fire apparatus industry. But we are still extremely proud of our beginning, which was to be focused in on tankers, and we believe this is still the best tanker in the market, and our team does a really good job in building these units.
Well, as I've said, we've been in the Milledgeville facility for Fouts Brothers today. Scott, if anyone in the fire service, the fire departments want to learn more about Fouts Brothers, how can they do that?
Well, we have our website, foutsfire.com. Great website with all of our portfolio, and then they can contact obviously our team directly, and they will put them in touch with one of our 14 dealers across the country.
All right, great. Well, again, this has been Chris Mc Loone with Scott Edens at the Fouts Brothers facility in Milledgeville, Georgia. Have a good one and stay safe. Thanks again, Scott.
Thank you, Chris.